How would it make you feel if someone were to tell you that you are not good enough because you were either considered too skinny or too big? Well, most men today feel insecure with their bodies because society in one way or another has made them feel judged on their physiques. Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Harrison and today I'll be discussing the male body image. The male population has experienced unrealistic body images set forth by the media and societal standards. Social portrayals of what is considered a perfect body cause men to feel that they are not good enough. Many women have experienced body shaming as well. However, many men's opinions are not as shared as women's. That is why I wanted to do my presentation on male body images, because they are not as prominent as women. Men are expected to have a fit physique and are bullied and teased. This leads to many men feeling insecure, inadequate, and depressed, which can cause eating disorders and also lead to strains on intimate relationships. As society, we should all encourage men to be happy with themselves. I believe the male population is criticized to fit what is considered a perfect body, just like women's. This is because many social media sites and other resources only show tall men with muscles. They never show smaller men or larger men with just as adequate bodies. Men are often forced to conform to societal standards of beauty. No matter a man's weight, whether they are underweight or overweight, they should not be teased. A study written by Gina Bottomini stated that 4 out of 5 participants were teased because they were overweight, and 1 out of 5 of those participants were teased because they were underweight. While many men are teased and bullied for their size, many begin to feel depressed and turn to eating disorders. Hannah Wiseman proves this by stating cross-sectional studies have found that males who report disordered eating behaviors have higher rates of body image concerns than males who do not report disordered eating behaviors. Eating disorders and other negative body images have a bad effect on males in intimate relationships. R. Louis Pizarro Jr. stated that a 21-year-old white homosexual male once revealed the impact of verbal criticism when his partner made a comment that the man had gained some weight. The man explained that his partner's comment made him withdraw emotionally and began to have negative views of himself that he had not had before. However, some may argue that males are not affected by their body images, some may say that they do not care about how others perceive them, whereas this could be true, but not all men feel or are as confident or carefree as others. Another possible argument is that some teasing about a man being underweight or overweight is harmless and teaches them to toughen up. By this I mean many feel that men should not have emotions or feelings, that they should not care if someone comments on their weight. Nonetheless, this is not true because men are human and have emotions. Arguably, if someone teases or harasses a male on their weight, it will lead to low self-esteem. In summary, the male population faces pressure to have a perfect body image. Society expects men to be physically fit, however, this is not true because not all men are the same. Some may be bigger and cannot lose weight, and some may not be able to gain muscle like others. But this is no excuse for men to be bullied or teased for their sizes. This type of harassment and teasing forces many men to feel depressed and causes them to have eating disorders. Also, these negative views men have on themselves causes issues on intimate relationships with sexual partners. We as a society should put a stop to the judgment and pressure we put on the male population to be perfect. This is an unreasonable requirement and standard to place on men. I chose this image because it shows what is considered a perfect body image. It shows a man that many magazine and even social websites use to persuade women and men into thinking that this is the perfect body that shows a tall man with muscles. However, this next slide shows that we have men that are average, that are either bigger or smaller and do not fit into that perfect body category, which does not exist. This slide shows that there are 37% of men who binge eat experience depression, and 43% of those men are dissatisfied with their bodies. The same for women, 50% use unhealthy behaviors to control their weight, and 70% of the number of 18 to 30-year-olds who don't like their bodies, there are 70% of women that do not like their bodies. Lastly, this slide shows that 53% of men feel uncertain about their appearance once a week or more. 63% of men said that they feel like they could lose more weight, and 41% of men said that they worry about people judging their appearance. But I feel that nobody should judge a man based on his looks or his weight or anything. The average body weight is is different for everybody. You have skinnier and taller men that are not considered a perfect body, but that is their average weight. And you have smaller and thicker men that are considered average weight and average size. This is not considered a perfect body. The perfect body image does not exist. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation. Here are my sources. Thank you.